Let's look at some of the isomers of hexane. When we talk about isomers, we refer to isomers of something, like isomers of pentane, isomers of hexane, isomers of whatever hydrocarbon we are talking about. So here on the board I have a skeleton of the structure of a hexane. Hexane, of course, has 6 carbons and 14 hydrogens. So here is the basic skeleton of hexane, 6 carbons. Now if I wanted to create some isomers of hexane, I could just take away one of these carbons, for example this last one, and let's look at where I could connect that last carbon. So I could put the last carbon here on the connected to the first one. So if I connect it to the first one, right there, well let's look at it now. Basically it's the same hexane we had before, just the last carbon became the first carbon, but it's still again just a straight chain of 6 carbons. So this is really not a different isomers of hexane. If we take the last carbon though and connect it, let's say, to this second carbon, you can see that this would be now a different structure. Now let's compare this one compared to this one to this one. So I connect the 6th carbon to the 1, 2, 3, I guess the 4th carbon. We could call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me actually draw the numbers here. So this is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the 6th carbon right there. So you can see there's also really no difference between connecting the 6th carbon to carbon number 2 or carbon number 4. It's going to be the same hexane. If you flip it if you look at it from left to right, it's the same thing, just a mirror image of each other, right? So another way would be putting the 6th carbon here on the third carbon, right? There will be another. You could build another isomer of carbon of hexane like this. Of course, then you would also need to add all of the hydrogens. Another way of, once you get to hexane, there are many isomers of hexane that you could create. You could, for example, take this 5th carbon away and connect the 5th and 6th carbon right there. Okay. Again, you would get 6 carbons and 14 hydrogens connected to each other. Well, let me take that back. If you look at it now, we wouldn't have. Well, let's see. Let's count the hydrogens. I think we would have the same number of hydrogens. I'm just filling all of the hydrogens in now so that you can see how many hydrogens we would have. Okay, almost done. So let's look at it. Let me focus it. It doesn't really want to focus. Okay, we're in focus now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hydrogens, just as we had before. Okay, and this way you could create many different isomers of hexane. All of these are hexanes. We have different names for them depending on how the carbons are bonded to each other, but these are all isomers of hexane.